Hello again, Unky Tonks. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting what I do. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I did delete my previous two videos because they were crap, really bad quality, poor quality, and you deserve better, hence my ugly mug on your screens right now. No apologies. Now, I am somewhere in deepest, darkest Cornwall. I did say I wouldn't make another video while I'm on holiday, but Lucy Connolly being released, it needs to be talked about, and there's something about that story of her entering prison that just doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't. It doesn't add up. I'll get to that in a bit. Now, Lucy Connolly was locked up for a year or so for tweets, or a tweet. That's right, a tweet. Something that really, I mean, she shouldn't have even, I mean, the law should not have gotten involved in that whatsoever. She deleted it and said sorry, which is more than what Ricky Jones did. He stood there in front of a crowd of bloodthirsty lefties and said, let's get their phones and get rid of them. I know I keep making his impression, but that's how he sounds. The guy is thick as mince. Ladies and gents, and the law helped him to get off. I'd love to know the demographic of the jury that said he was innocent, by the way, of inciting violence and murder, which is what he did. He wanted people dead. He wanted people like you and me dead because we are pro-British, conservative, right-wing, opposite to him politically, maybe racially. You don't know. You just don't know, do you? What goes through people's minds. But he had a year to build up a good defence. I say good defence. Let's go through it again. I have to because it's funny. It's pathetic. He had to do PE in his underpants at school. We all did that back then. If you forgot your PE kit, you did your PE in your underpants. You never forgot your PE kit ever again. Everyone can remember doing it at least once because it was embarrassing. We were built different back then. ADHD, Tommy Robinson, Brexit, racism, of course. Someone spat on him. His mum had to take his temperature using a thermometer up his arsehole. I'm only kidding. I'm surprised he didn't use that, to be honest with you. ADHD, ever used that one? He's got ADHD twice. Neurodivergent, and he can't think before he speaks. Imagine that a guy serving as a councillor for your local area, you're paying council tax to for his wages, can't think before he speaks. He said that in a court of law. In other words, Ricky Jones is thick as shit. Yeah, and he's a Labour councillor. You'd have to be some sort of, up there to be a Labour councillor these days. Labour have lost 200,000 members since Keir Starmer became Prime Minister. Did you know that? That's true. And here's the thing, Narendra Kaur, and I don't mean to mention her because she is a non-entity, a stupid non-entity. This is how she thinks. She said about all this business. Lucy Connolly meant what she said. She wanted brown people dead, according to Narendra Kaur. And when Ricky Jones said what he did, it was just metaphorically. Which one apologised? Lucy Jones or Lucy Connolly or Ricky Jones? Every time you listen to Narendra Kaur or you read what she says on X, I try not to, but you can't help it. It's like watching a really bad film because it's so good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, and you can feel yourself go. The longer you listen to her or read what she says, you can feel your IQ drip from you. That's the kind of person she is. She influences. She has a bad influence on my IQ. I've got a high IQ. I've got common sense. I'm not thick. I'm not the brain of Britain either. But listening to her makes me thick. Anyway, Ricky Jones got a long time for his defence, if you can call it that, and it worked. And stellar legal advice, whereas Lucy Jones didn't. Lucy Jones didn't. Lawyer, the government, the police station lawyer, court lawyer, said to her, go guilty and it'll be over. If you don't, then it'll be a long time and you'll be in Crown Court, etc., etc. Bad. They listened to him or her, and but they wish they wish they hadn't, because she was in jail for the next year. So when she gets to jail, according to her, the Daily Mail, now this is the bit that gets me. Obviously, she shouldn't have gone to jail whatsoever, all right? Should Ricky Jones have gone to jail for what he said? I don't know. I really don't know. If this was the 90s or 80s, nobody would have given a shit. Oh, look at what Ricky Jones said. So fucking what? Nobody would have cared. Look at what Lucy Connolly said. So what? Nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared back then. But today, the pair of them live and said and wrote what they did in a highly politically charged atmosphere here in Britain, if not the whole of the world, or the West at least. that was their misfortune, really. And the people who think like and support Ricky Jones are in power right now. They're the authority. They're the establishment. That's Lucy Connolly's bit of unluckiness. So, like I said earlier, the bit where she enters prison for the first time, something about it just stinks. Now, according to her in the Daily Mail, when she got to the prison reception, she was told by the prison staff, the reception staff, we've got to look out for you because we've been told you're violent. Now, I'm not saying that every middle-class woman, a wife of a Tory MP, is violent, but Lucy Jones isn't the type, from what I know, from what I've heard and what I've seen. A typical middle-class wife with an ex-account where she lets off steam. Don't we all on social media? Well, if you dare to now, I don't think she'll do that again. According to my poll on my community page, a lot of you, it's like 50-50, will you or won't you alter the way you are on social media because of what happened to Lucy Connolly, and a lot of people voted, so yeah, go and check it out. Now, where would they have had that information about Lucy Connolly being violent? Now, I can tell you this because I was in the criminal justice system for 11 years. I worked on the other side of the bars, so I know the paperwork. Even though I left 10 years ago, I think it's still the same. When you enter the criminal justice system, either through the police station being arrested or the court system, before you go to prison, you're accompanied by two pieces of paperwork. One is a PER. It used to be called the prisoner escort record. Now it's the person escort record. On that one, it lists everything you do. Go to the toilet, fed, legal visit, up to court, down to court result. Behavioural, any behaviour. Are you a persistent offender, first time offender? Are you violent? Are you a man, woman, panhandle, pair of curtains, whatever the hell you identify as? Second one is your personal details, name, address, next of kin, occupation, phone numbers, all that stuff. Now these two paperwork, the other one's called the F2050, if I remember, it's yellow, so that goes inside your PER. That accompanies with you everywhere. When you travel through the prison system, your prison career, that travels with you and records everything about you. I guarantee you there'd be nothing in any of those paperwork that denoted or indicated that Lucy Connolly, have I called her Lucy Jones by now? Ricky Jones. Lucy Connolly as violent, because she's not. So where the hell did the prison reception staff get that information? From above. That's why they treated her like shit, according to her husband and the Daily Mail. That's why they bent her up and put her into the dangerous wing known as the Bronx. I think it's in HMP Drake Hall in Staffordshire. They went out of their way to try and make her life as uncomfortable as possible, even though she got through it. And she made friends and became like a mother figure to other prisoners, less fortunate, homeless prisoners, according to her and the Daily Mail. So, make of that what you will. I think I know what I do. Either it came from the establishment, or there were prison officers there who were left-leaning, knew who she was, and were just being arseholes to her for no reason, or for their own political reasons, really. I guarantee you, this would have shocked her. They said she was really petrified. According to an unknown prison officer, she was one of the most petrified prisoners they've ever seen. So, you know, if she was petrified, how the hell could she be violent at the same time? It just doesn't happen. And I can attest to that. I was, for 11 years the other side of the bar, so it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, and it stinks. But I'm glad she's out. Can she be the catalyst? Well, that takes out or brings down Keir Starmer? I hope so. When she speaks out, I don't know where she's going to be. She's going on Dan Wootton, isn't she? She's already spoken to the Daily Mail, I do believe, unless that was her husband. I only had a quick glance at the article. Can she destroy him by herself? No. That guy's got the staying power of a cockroach during nuclear winter. Everything seems to bounce off him. He's made of Teflon, Keir Starmer. Everything he's been involved with since he's been Prime Minister would have taken down anyone else, but not him for some reason. Go figure. But I do hope, I sincerely hope, she helps bring him down, because he needs bringing down. He needs to be removed from office. What he did to her, Wayne Rourke, Peter Lynch, etc., was just disgraceful, amongst other things. So there we go. She's out. I'm glad she's out. She should never be in prison. And the criminal justice system stinks, and it's now a weapon for the left in power, people like Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, to imprison people who says things they don't want you to know or hear. That's where we are now, Britain 2025, folks. How sad is that? Are you concerned? I am. I've got kids. My kids are going to grow up in this country now, and I don't know where the country's heading. I really don't. I'm a concerned, scared parent. I really am. If they say the wrong thing on social media, they get locked up. Or their careers will be screwed over. You know, you can't get a job. It'd be like a social credit system they have in China. I think that's where they're heading. But wherever it's heading, it's not good. And I don't think the people are going to take it much longer. The amount of protests outside illegal migrant hotels is growing. There's 33, I believe, this weekend. More than last weekend. And it's just crap. Allegedly, a security guard was caught looking at and sharing videos of beheadings and kiddie fiddling with the occupants of the hotels, and he was arrested. Why take pleasure or entertainment from watching such things, I don't know, but when you import people who come from a different culture, who say they're escaping war, but the fact they're all men and they leave all their wives and children behind, I don't get the people who support this. Refugees welcome, free plasticine. I don't understand them, why they would support this. Unverified, unvetted people. I haven't got a clue who these people are. We really don't. And when things happen like Southport and people rise up, tensions are going to rise. People are going to say things they don't normally do, like Lucy Connolly. She lost a child in an NHS hospital. If you look into that, it's quite sad and tragic, but I understand why she said what she did. You know, you see 3 little kids get murdered like that, by someone like that. You're going to lose your temper, aren't you? You're going to get angry. But the government and the authorities and the establishment and the police, they can only keep the people at bay for so long. The numbers are growing, tempers are flaring, and it'll turn into a conflict at the end. It really will. So there we go, that's my thoughts anyway. Right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my holiday. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.